Hi, my name is Deanna Harris, and today I want to discuss with you the legal purpose behind including the year of publication and your name in a copyright notice. The following is an example of a copyright notice. Some examples of where you may have seen the copyright notice include literary works such as books, music works like sheet music, or even artistic work like statues and paintings. In Australia, copyright law is governed by the Copyright Act of 1968. This is a Commonwealth law. Copyright requires no registration and it is not necessary to take a legal step in order to grant protection. It is easy to understand why many people don't use the copyright symbol. Section 126 of the Act states that copyright is presumed where the plaintiff is the correct owner. This is only questioned if an issue arises in a case. Looking further into the Act, Section 126 capital A and capital B go on to say that works including a copyright notice that contain the year of publication and name are admissible as prima facie evidence of copyright subsistence. You might ask then why it's so important to include the year of publication on your copyright notice, given that you could simply just put your name or not put a copyright notice at all. It simply comes down to the expiration of your copyright and your work. Providing a date puts people at notice of when your work will be copyright until. It is very important that we note the commencement date for copyright, as copyright protection can vary anywhere from between 25 years right through to 70 years, and which we'll discuss in more detail shortly. The two most important dates to bear in mind when looking at the expiration of copyright include the 1st of May 1969 as well as the 1st of January in 2005. On the 1st of May 1969, the Copyright Act of 1968 was enacted. What this meant was that any Part 4 subject matter related works would need to have been published or made after this date in order to have copyright protection. Some examples of these works would include sound recordings, television and sound broadcasts, and also published editions of works. Following on from this, the second most important date in copyright law is the 1st of January 2005. For any copyright that did not subsist on or after this date, then the old rules would apply. The old rules encompassed a standard 50 years of copyright from published works or from date of the author dying. After this date, since the Australian-US Free Trade Agreement being signed in 2004, the key period was changed from 50 years and extended to a 70-year period. Let's look at a simple example. James published a book in the year 1900. He then goes on to die on October the 11th, 1953. As this falls under the old rules prior to 2005, he is entitled to 50 years of copyright from the end of the year that he published his work. This means that 50 years on from the 31st of December 1953 would mean that his copyright is expiring on the 31st of December 2003. There are two exceptions to the 70-year rule. These include television and sound broadcasts, 50 years of copyright, and published editions of work, with 25 years of copyright. In summary, the purpose of including your name and year on your copyright notice is twofold. It easily identifies the author and also helps to identify a relevant expiration of your copyright. Thank you for listening, and I hope this has helped you to see value in including your name and year in copyright.